Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks, and I wasn't going to finish this logo because I thought they figured out how to do this stripe in this logo that just kind of disappears into white. So I've kind of done it. It's maybe not perfect. I could maybe change my nudge factor to something pretty low and 0.001 and click on this and lower it down a little bit in the logo, but that's not really what this is about. It's how to create this shadow or fade effect. So I just took a rectangle tool. Let me zoom in here a little bit. And I take a rectangle tool and I'm going to start. It actually looks like some of the logo's been kind of cut off, but I'm going to get it about right there. I'm going to change back to my pick tool and lower that line a little bit. And for the video, that's probably good enough. And then I'm going to take that line and I'm going to use this same color. So I'm going to take the eyedropper tool, take a sample of that color, and fill in that bar. Let me zoom in here, and then I always take away the outline. So I'm going to right-click the mouse. So I just have just the blue color, and then I'm going to take the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to start about right there, and I'm going to go to right there. And I have white already on that end, and then you could fade it out a little bit more by taking this bar, and then you're done. And then just, we'll add it to this logo I'd created earlier. And this is where when you place it, that might be a little bit too thick, but you can always thin it down. And it does fade to a pretty good white. Let's thin it down a little bit and then nudge it up with our nudge tool. Still a little bit thick because of the fact that I'm taking in those circles. But then just Control D and make a duplicate of that guy and then mirror it. I must not have Control D. Control D and make a duplicate and then mirror it sideways. And then while holding down the control button, just move it over. And of course you would want to get it more evenly dispersed, and probably the best way to do that would go to this side and bring in an indexing line, and then bring in another indexing line, and then measure this distance. And we're going to measure from that edge to that edge, and we've got 3.16. So all I have to do now is take an indexing line and put it here, and then change my nudge distance to 3.16. And then nudge that indexing line over, and you see that I need to take this box all the way to that indexing line. So you just hold down the control button so you won't get off and just nudge it over. And then when you take away all the guidelines, the logo looks pretty much like the original, except for it's a vector instead of so pixelized. I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.